Someone wants a new seat, so we're just going to wait to see if you have any available, but we'll be ready shortly.
Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa A56 pushing back from Alpha 252 area 3.
On behalf of the cabin crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight. As you find a seat, be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. If you have trouble finding a location for any of your carry-on items, please use the flight attendant call button over your seat and somebody will assist you. If the overhead bin is full, please make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Please double check that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers can make their way to their seats. If you're in an emergency exit row, please read the exit seating responsibilities in the card in the seat back in front of you. If you're not able to comply with these actions, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. You are free to use your portable electronic devices during the boarding process. We ask that larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank you and welcome aboard.
Frankfurt traffic Lufthansa 109 is clear from runway 25 right.
Lufthansa A9 Fox, Lima Foxtrot, taxi runway 18 for departure via November 8, November, runway 18.
We're ready to go when you are. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 946, with service to Manchester. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 17 minutes. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tray tables and seat backs must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure, cross-check, verify straps, and stand by for all calls.
Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 856 is taxiing to runway 25 left via Lima 6, cross 25 center to holding point Mike 7, Frankfurt.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear.
Good Lufthansa 1 Tango taxi holding for 25 center via November 7 and Lima 3.
Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 946, we are pushing and starting from gate Alpha 17, Frankfurt traffic.
Release parking brakes, please. Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 890, Lima Foxtrot, and I'm
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 856 landing up to 5 left.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to acquaint you with our safety procedures. Meine Kollegin zeigt Ihnen zunächst, wie Sie Sitzgurt schließen und auch wieder öffnen können. Your seatbelt is fastened and unfastened. Falls Sie den Druck in der Kabine senken, fallen automatisch Sauerstoffmasken aus der Kabinendecke. Ziehen Sie eine der Masken ganz sicher runter, um den Sauerstoff zu
Frankfurt traffic, Condor 9715, taxi holding point Lima 5, 25 center, via November Lima 5, Frankfurt traffic.
In the unlikely event of a loss in cabin pressure, oxygen masks will automatically jump from the panel above you.
Please set parking brakes.
Cover your mouth and nose with the mask is secured properly.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 856 taking off runway 25
Cockpit to ground.
OBOKA for
We have a good engine start.
departure.
You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Besonders die Lage der Notausgänge ein, sind mit dem Bord-Exit gekennzeichnet. Im Notfall zeigen Ihnen Leuchtstreifen ab den Weg dorthin. Bitte beachten Sie das.
Good morning, Winbua. How are you doing, sir? We'll be in Manchester in about, I'll say, yeah, but you can see it up on the screen. It should tell you what time we should be landing, but it depends on the ATC and the weather, and you never know. Can take a shortcut, can be a little bit delayed for a halt, but the time showing up there, it's the time we'll be there. It's not a long flight, 1 hour 15 minutes or so.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Your table is folded away and please open the window shade. We now wish you a nice flight with us.
Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 2 Papa Charlie, line up 25 center via Lima 1.
Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 856 passing 2,500 for 5,000, clear up to 5 left, final call.
Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 946, we are taxiing to holding point runway 25 center via November 5 and Lima. Frankfurt traffic. Okay, we're taking 25 center.
Traffic, Lufthansa 2 Papa Charlie will be departing 25 center.
Okay, let's go.
Frankfurt
Looking good.
traffic, Lufthansa 890, Lima Foxtrot, and I'm
Frankfurt traffic, Condor 9715, behind departing traffic 25 center, line up Lima 5.
Is he behind me?
Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 890, Lima Foxtrot, and I'm
Busy in Frankfurt today, as usual.
The cabin is ready for takeoff.
So we're basically taking November 5 all the way down to Lima, which will be this taxiway there. Then turning left.
Frankfurt-Manchester, on the 9715, takeoff on me to Center. Lufthansa Charlie, departure 25 Center, 3,500. Frankfurt Lufthansa 1 Tango Tango, Lima 3, line up and wait, 2 Center.
Behind the guy over there. Very quiet, this aircraft.
Traffic Lufthansa 1 Tango Tango, 2% at takeoff, no TOMAHAWK departure.
Nobody knows yet, Ben Bua, but what I was recommending, as much as I love Microsoft, but I was actually telling the people not to buy this one here, the 2020. It's so beautiful, it will run in anything, but you will never get the experience. I mean, look, I'm running the 4090 here, and I'm sorry to say it, it's shitty. I have to run DLSS with frame generation just to get, and you even get stutter sometimes in Frankfurt, which is, so this one here, it's not recommended at all unless you have a tip-top PC. Hello, Nicer. So about 24, we have been asking and hoping that Microsoft and ASUS would do something seriously, because I think it's shameful. This simulator, what we have here, is shameful.
Speedbird 0129, taxiing to runway 25, Charlie, via November East, Lima, and holding Lima 1.
Okay, gonna give space for this guys, and we can have a chat. Frankfurt traffic, Lufthansa 956, we are clear to take off runway 25 center, Frankfurt traffic. I'm just gonna put this thing in the air, then we can have a chat about Microsoft. Okay? Okay, let's go. So what I was saying, guys, that to get what you see right now, I had to get this computer here just to get the visual, and I can move my head inside the cockpit. However, my old poor laptop was 3060. It was running the sim. Okay, even Fenix was running it, but it would crash to desktop if you have a lot of clouds, if you do a sudden movement. So it wasn't a very good experience with my 3060 laptop. So I would say your laptop was 4060 with running, and especially with the default aircrafts, it will run. It will be okay. Of course, not on the high settings. Okay, but yes, 5,000 euros. That's why I'm saying myself that I had to pay like 5,000 euros or $5,000 just to build a computer which can. It's not only the visual, but the performance. I mean, now I can move my head. Do you remember on my laptop, sometimes if I moved my head a little bit fast, it would crash, right? The whole sim. So the point is, what we see is a requirement for this simulator. It's not very true, if you put it this way. That's what I'm saying. Yes, it will run, but it's not enjoyable. That's the whole thing. So we hope that for the next one will be better. I'm not an expert, but I saw a lot of YouTubes and experts talking that next one should be more optimized. It should use the resources in a correct way. Yeah. So again, with all my love to this simulator, I would not recommend anyone to buy it unless you have a high-end computer and you are ready to even get stutter. I'm getting stutter.
Frankfurt traffic period 129,
sometimes.
holding in level 1, lining up 2567.
Like, would you believe it that I'm getting 25 FPS with this here, what I have here with my system? What you see, by the way, it's kind of fake FPS. This is the frame generation kicking in. But if I turn it off, you will see the reality, the sad reality, that my computer with this sim is not getting 25. Yes, you will enjoy it then, and again, even this one, if you are using default aircrafts, it runs okay. It runs okay, no problems with the laptop. But if you are going for a Fenix, like this one, the PMDG 777, there you're gonna start noticing that, yeah, things are not very enjoyable. By the way, I'm criticizing this simulator. It's out of love, guys, just so you understand. I love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet. You may now turn on your larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder that
Headwind and fly-by-wire should be okay.
not congregate with the galley or the middle
Is running absolutely okay on my laptop. Really, I have done it. You can see my old videos because I bought this computer just 1 month ago. So all my videos before 1 month ago, they're all made with my laptop RTX 3060. So it should be okay. But again, you're not gonna put it on the high settings, of course. Right now, I put everything on ultra and maximum.
Frankfurt traffic speedbird 129 depart 0.25 center on the sovereign side with the weapon departure.
Lights off.
Transport traffic Lufthansa 19
The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move around the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when you use it because unexpected circumstances.
It will work. Hopefully, when it will work. That's what I think, really. Yeah, welcome to the group. Yeah. I didn't see this one Lysol. I would say always. Yeah, you remember the struggle? It was struggle for me. Ah, God. We have Manchester ground. Yes, luckily, Ben, I have vacations this week. Yeah, so I'm flying every day this week. That question, when you are in the ship and elite, an example of the time was alright to explain. Yes, that's why I was trying me and D8 and the guys explaining to you in ISO yesterday. It's in the settings. The settings in graphics, if you go to the main menu, then you go to graphic settings, then play around with the different settings. If you have NVIDIA card, then you will have what it's called the GeForce Experience. It would optimize it for you, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but play around with anti-aliasing or whatever it's called, because I remember it was painful for me to set it. Until now, it's still blurry for me. But we used to Microsoft Flight Simulator, so nothing will be difficult for us anymore. All right, nicely. Have a great day. See you later. You will not use thrust master throttle, only TCS stick and wing. Use you. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's good. I'm trying to learn the side stick. I just bought the Airbus side stick. It's very hard for me because I used to the Boeing yoke. So to try to fly an aircraft with the side stick still very difficult for me. So expect a hard landing as always. And for the throttle, I'm using the Bravo quadrant, and I'm using Logitech radio panels. Radio panel, autopilot panel, and yeah, I have a lot of panels running. And I have the Logitech rudder pedals. Yeah. So everything really around me is built for Boeing. The only thing the side stick, which is Airbus, and I'm trying really as much as I can to get used to it. So if you can fly with the stick, that's really good. Good morning, Commander James. 07. Yes, sir, I do a lot of flight simulator. And when I'm on vacation now, so I like when I wake up in the morning to do a flight. So right now we're going to England to visit DJ Bird. We're going to the UK to visit him. Ah, you have your cousins there. Okay, we are landing in Manchester. Let's take a look at the weather in Manchester, shall we? Okay, I'll do it. Let's see. Wind's calm, just 4 knots of headwind actually, which is good. Temperature is nice, sunny, 9 degrees. Few clouds at 1,000 feet. Visibility is very good. Well, looks like it's a good day in Manchester. We'll be landing from the east. Yes, James. This simulator here and explain both of them. They get the weather from the real weather. So, I'm flying real weather. I'm flying on the network VATSIM, which means that we can get controllers at any time. They will look and be online. So, yeah. Flying in real time, of course. So right now we are leaving Germany and we are crossing into Netherlands airspace. About 5 minutes, I'd say. Then we'll be flying above the Netherlands. I'm gonna show you guys if you want to see. Hold on a second. There you go. So, yeah, the green one is our aircraft. This one is my aircraft, right? It's showing that I took off from Frankfurt down there. And it's showing basically the route in front of us to Manchester. There. There. Yeah, so we are in Düsseldorf. Cologne, then flying over Düsseldorf. Yeah, we have a guy just right in front of us. He's taking the same airway. Normal. So all the blue ones are real. Not real like other people using X-Plane or Microsoft. They're flying on the network at the moment. Got a big guy over there. almighty 747. You can see it very clearly on the radar. What is that here? A340. Also the Concorde is very visible. Yeah, when you see a Concorde, it's very clear that it's a Concorde. And the Antonov would be very big. When I fly the Antonov, I like to watch it on the radar to see how big it is. Yeah. So yeah, I have the Concorde. Yeah, it's very nice, but it is difficult aircraft. It's the most difficult aircraft I've flown. I would say the Concorde. Really, not an easy task. So when we have controller, it's unusual to have controller, and yes, actually, he might come. London, often online, so probably we'll get London control. He will come online. So the controller will be sure that these aircrafts are not crashing into each other. How amazing is that? It's very good, and you can see that this area we're not allowed to fly above the Ukraine yet, so nobody's flying above the Ukraine. Sweden online. Yeah, actually that's quiet. You should see that in the weekend, and you can see in the weekend it's so funny because you will see the aircrafts crossing the Atlantic. It's much more. So you would see few lines of aircraft going this way in the morning, and in the evenings are flying in the other direction back to Europe. So here you have all of these guys crossing the Atlantic to America or Canada. There you go. This guy's going to Miami, I think. This guy's going to JFK. Oh, that's a 777. That one here is 350. 747, beautiful aircraft. That guy is coming from JFK. Yeah, going to Heathrow. That's beautiful to cross the Atlantic, really. And also on the other side you can see that when you are going east, like west of America, then you are going the other way. So these are crossing the Pacific from Asia to America on the other side, or Australia, like this guy, or New Zealand. Where is this guy going? Let's spy on him. I can't click him. That looks interesting. Yeah, there we go. It's a 777 from Auckland in New Zealand, and is going to San Francisco. This guy here. And he's having a long flight. Really, his long flight is going all the way up there. I would say 9 to 10 hours. Or no, wait a second, more. I would say 10 hours. These guys are okay going to JFK. 4 hours. Will be okay. Yeah, so that's what we are doing here in Flight Simulator world. $23.5. Oh my god. That's a long time for me. It's very long time for me to sit in an aircraft because I don't like to sit with anybody driving. So can you imagine sitting in an aircraft where I don't have control? I'm not afraid of flying, of course, but I don't like to sit in a vehicle where I don't have control of it. Even a taxi. That's our cruising altitude. We should be preparing actually for the arrival shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. We'll be reaching our cruising altitude soon. Everything's looking good up here in the cockpit. Please let your cabin crew know if there's anything that we can do to make this flight a little better for you.
People who used to drive a lot themselves, sometimes it becomes so difficult to, yeah, you know, to let someone else drive. I used to be scared of flying back in the day. Not scared, that was the wrong word. I was nervous flyer before. I'm still nervous, but for different reasons. Like before I was nervous because I didn't understand the sounds coming from the aircraft. I didn't understand the feeling of sinking. I didn't understand anything, right? So it was a little bit scary and nervous at the same time. But right now I'm nervous because I'm not flying it myself. Because it's another individual flying the thing, not me. Right now, of course, I understand all the sounds coming from the engines, from the flaps, the movement of the aircraft. I can tell what's happening. Actually, flight simulation, it teaches you a lot about aviation. I even understand the fuel system in the different aircraft, especially Boeing. Like I know the fuel system in a 747 compared to the 737. It's so funny how much things I learned. Yeah. As a matter of fact, an aircraft is very, very safe to fly, really. Especially the modern ones. I mean, an aircraft, if you think about it, she's not going anywhere. Like, even if I lose both of the engines now, okay, it's not like it's not going to drop off the sky. She's going to glide for a very long time. And the pilots in real life, they are trained for extreme situations, trust me. So,
In a few moments, our lovely flight attendants will be starting our in-flight service. We'll be serving complimentary drinks.
Yes, sir. In the Concorde, you had a guy sitting back there.
They'll only accept credit cards.
In here, the engineer, and he was doing all kind of calculation and stuff and moving the fuel, as you say, trim it for different phases of the flight. And yeah, it's really not an easy task to fly the Concorde. When I'm doing it alone in the simulator, of course I know on YouTube there are great guys like Pillow Pilot, who's one of the great people doing the Concorde flights. He's doing it alone, he's doing it correctly, like how it's supposed to be. I don't do that. I use actually the virtual engineer with me on board. Like I would tell the engineer to trim it for me, you know, I would tell him to start it. But Pillow Pilot, he actually started manually, like I do with the Airbus, like, right? I start this aircraft myself. He does the same with the Concorde, and very impressive that he remembers. Yeah, so it's a lot of work. It's an aircraft which has flown with 3 different individuals, so you're gonna do it alone in a simulator with a mouse. Still, I find it, yeah, quite difficult. Same thing goes to the Antonov, by the way. Antonov is not an easy aircraft to start up and get it all warmed up and running. So I think in the Antonov you had 4 different people on board. Yeah, it's 4, because you have the pilot, the co-pilot, the engineer, the navigator. Actually, in the Concorde, not the Concorde, the Antonov, you have a guy sitting on this side as well, controlling the radio and stuff like that. Engineer would be sitting on this side, of course, and the 2. So I wonder if it's 5 sometimes people flying the Antonov. I will be flying the Concorde soon. I know I've been saying that for a week now, and because last time I flown the Concorde from Oslo to Cairo, and from Cairo to the Maldives. Now we need to get it back from the Maldives to Heathrow. So that will be my next flight with the Concorde. We will have to stop on the way 2 times. I think we'll stop in Dubai and Cairo, maybe, I don't know, because we need to refuel 2 times. Yeah, it was bad luck. We had a discussion the other day about that one. Someone was writing something about, yeah, the Concorde caused the accident or something. Then I was really upset with this guy, because I told him, you have no idea what you're talking about. Because this accident in Paris in 2003, was it? The last one? 2001, I don't remember. Yeah, the famous one which got on camera, right? That has nothing to do with the Concorde itself, at all. The guy was saying that the Concorde had stopped flying because of the accidents. It was unsafe. So I told him the bloody thing was flying since the 70s. That's correct, James. Talking about that guy who was just sitting, telling the people lies about Concorde. Me and other people who didn't like that, so he got a lot of shit from us because he criticized the Concorde. It was a magnificent machine. Safety on the top of the Concorde, really. And as you say, this accident was caused by the metal, just a little metal thing on the runway. So many different reasons, as you say, James. The maintenance is one of them, but I would say the the biggest reason I would say for the Concorde to ground them, it's the fuel. The thing is using fuel like you would drink orange juice. Okay? It's really sucking fuel like, wow. Just to taxi the Concorde from the gate to the runway. It's, of course, it's calculated on our aircraft, and we can see how much fuel we're using here. Concorde is really using a lot of fuel, and with the fuel prices today, even 10 years ago, that wouldn't have worked, really. Because remember, the Concorde, you can't fit so many passengers on board. It's not like the Dreamliner, where you can just get a couple of hundred, or like the 747. Even the 747 is not flying anymore. It's phasing out, right? So to get an aircraft like the Concorde and you're just getting few people on board, you're gonna sell the ticket really ridiculously high just to make profit of it. That's one. It's the expenses, of course, as you said, and the maintenance. Number two, it's it was not welcome in many airspaces because of the sound. So it was very special. I wouldn't mind, to be honest, and I think most of you guys would say, oh, I would love to have the Concorde fly over my house. Me too, I'm saying the same. I wouldn't mind if I have Concordes all day flying around. But in reality, so many countries did not want it. And of course, it needed a long runway. Because, I don't know if you know or not, guys, the Concorde doesn't have flaps. You don't have flaps like we have on these airliners here. So, in order to land the Concorde, it lands with high speed, really high speed. Yes, of course, James, I saw it. I'm not sure, I don't think that will be something commercial soon. Because if you think about it, even Boeing has been struggling with the 777 MAX, right? Because of the wingspan. The wings are too long, so they had to fold it. I don't know if you saw it or not. So now we have the Boeing 777X, which is coming to the market, hopefully, soon. Then you will see that the wings are, the tips of the wings are folding up. And they did it so it can fit in today's airports, gates. Remember when you have a new aircraft like the A380 back in the day, then it needs a special like you have to configure some of the gates and the facility in the airport to accommodate this type of aircraft, right? So that's why the Boeing and Airbus, when they're making new aircraft, they're trying their best. First, like Airbus, the pilot doesn't need a lot of classes and courses. Number two, the airport facility should be able to accommodate the new aircraft without so many fixing. Yes, and the length as well of the runway. Concorde needs a long runway. Because when she's taking off, like this one here, like we took off now, and this is the big sister, right? The A321, it was 167 knots, right? I don't remember the Concorde speed, but the normal speed for the Concorde is 200 or something. Can you imagine, like running on the runway? It takes really long time. And when it's landing, again, because it doesn't have flaps, it lands in high speed. It needs also a long runway to stop. And wide, of course, you need the wide runway. So, yeah, so many reasons why the Concorde was grounded. But safety is not one of them. I gotta say that most of the information, guys, I learned about aviation and I'm sharing with you is I learned it from the real pilots on YouTube and of course Peter, who has the channel Mentor Pilot, if you know him. Such a great guy. I learned a lot of this guy. Yeah, we're crossing to England now. Very good. Right, time to prepare for our approach. In Manchester, we will be arriving on, what did I say? Yeah, this part will go fast because we will start our descent and yeah, I just don't remember which runway I'm landing on. Yeah, 23, right, that one here, and we will be joining a star which called OTBED mic. OTBED mic, that one here, and insert, and she should be, we will have some manual. Yes, no. Okay, yeah. She's looking fine. She's looking fine. Fuel still looking good here. Looking good. Well, we're not far away, so I can put the weather and stuff already. I mean, here's the airport. We have QNH 1015. Temperature is 9. Wind 260 at 4. Gonna get the barrel. .449. And that one will be 3,500. I hope I'm not gonna use go around today. Yesterday I had to go around. There we go. Aircraft is ready. still sad for me to see that the 747 disappearing. I still think that 747 is the most beautiful aircraft. Of course, I'm not counting the Concorde, because Concorde was very special. Talking about like normal airliner, I would say the 747 is still the most beautiful aircraft. Wow, James, you're lucky. I've never been in a 747. I've seen it many times though. I even saw Iron Maiden's 747, Air Force One, here in Oslo. But I've never been on one of them. So you still remember, James, how it was inside? Beautiful. We're waiting actually for PMDG. They are making a model of the 747 here in Microsoft, because what we have now is the default aircraft, which is not, of course, it looks beautiful like the real one, but it's not very enjoyable to fly because, no, I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't have the quality of this one here, the Fenix, or the other PMDG products. So I'm really looking forward for the 747 in Microsoft. You like the window seat? Yeah, me too actually, until today. Always window seat. I gotta watch what the pilot is doing with the flaps and everything. That's our top of descent, about 80 miles. Please do not expect a smooth landing, okay? I'm famous for hard landings. Especially when I'm trying to learn to fly with a side stick. Guys, do we have any news about the Thargoid war today? Do you know, James? I haven't seen the update yet. A couple of times I lost the landing gear in X-plane because it's not modeled here, but it's modeled in X-plane. So after landing I couldn't move the aircraft, and then I found out, oh yeah, landing gear is gone. Oh yeah, okay. I will log into Elite Dangerous after I'm done here. Actually, I can't wait. I want to see if the Titan is vulnerable now, or we will continue defending. So we will see. I don't think the Titan will be ready this week. That's what I said last night with the guys as well. I think it's a little bit too early for Ryzen to be vulnerable. Because it's still controlling 89 system, so. Oh my god, but that's gonna take forever, guys. I mean, every week, if we get like 5-6 systems to clear out of 90, that's gonna take forever. I actually need to write down things I want to do. I want to... the Corvette needs to go to the engineer. And we need to visit... I need to visit Titan Thor. There. But the important thing is the Corvette. The Corvette needs some experimental effects. Okay, now it's 78. Okay, it was 90 something. 90. Yeah, but it's still a lot, James, right? 78, and if we are clearing 5-6 of them, like last weekend. Last weekend, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's around 6 systems are invaded, and we clear them. So even 10 every weekend, if we're going to wait until the systems drops down to 1 or 2, it's gonna take ages. So I don't understand why Frontier wouldn't make it like more systems every week. Why is it only 4, 5, 6? Right, our top of the sand in 40 miles. So we'll be descending to 3,500 all the way. Don't have controllers. There we go. And we are in England. In a simulator, right? Oh, okay. Well, Airbus, any modern aircraft can land itself actually. This one here, it can just land itself. But you need to do the preparation, of course, and initiate the descent and all of this stuff, but the aircraft can go into the runway and land itself. perfectly fine. And actually, in real life, they use that if the visibility is very bad and you have. So they use the auto land function sometimes. And it's amazing actually to find out that you can feel the difference between an auto land and a real one, because the auto land usually is not as good as a real pilot. You would think it's the opposite, that the auto land would be perfect, but it is perfect, but it doesn't have the sense of the human, right? So the pilot is actually landing the aircraft more comfortable than the autopilot. No, actually not, James. Yes, of course, but it depends on so many things. Sometimes the pilot have to do it, like rough landing, or it's not rough, it's called firm landing, in bad weather and stuff, so he have to do it, because it's better, if you put it this way, it's better to have a little bit firm landing than to float the aircraft into the runway in bad weather. So it's so many things. And these guys and girls, they are trained, they are so good, they know what they're doing. It's so amazing to see it. But the truth is that the human pilot is better. You will see now in landing, the judgment of the distance. And there we go.
Begun our descent, and we should be on the ground soon.
Hello, cousins of James. James is saying hi to you guys. Where are they living? Down there? That's London to the left. Oh, not really to the left, like there. The whole this area is controlled by London, etc. Let's take a look from the outside. Most are in London. Okay, so they would be on the left side, over there. gotta take a picture. Yeah, true. Still a long way to go actually with the battery electrical aircraft. They have a couple of small ones. But airliner like this one, electrical, I don't think so. I mean, we're still struggling with the car, with electric cars, right? Why is this aircraft accelerating? My aircraft is going nuts. Okay. You know what? I'm not getting inside. I trust her. Oh, yes, sir, they do. So I wouldn't be flying on one of those. What? What? What are you doing? Well, she's looking okay, so I don't really understand. Okay, anyways. Seatbelt sign. She will be fine.
Gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign.
Yeah, there are so many accident gens because of those batteries, really. What is that? We will do a very nice approach into Manchester. There is a couple of turns. It will look very nice. Okay.
Manchester traffic, next to 8 Whiskey Romeo cross the runway, and then taxi to Delta Zulu Victor Victor Bravo, holding point runway 23 left.
Good day, SD. Yeah, I was just asking James about the news today. I haven't seen it yet. And I said that I don't think the Titan would be ready. So we got more invasion now.
We have begun our final descent. Flight attendants will be passing in the cabin to let us track one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you.
Okay, so it's more invasions, as I saw. Yeah, I'm coming. Just gonna land this thing in Manchester.
Manchester traffic going out for 1 on final runway 23 right, Manchester traffic.
Manchester traffic, check next to 8 Whiskey. Someone lining up, everything Manchester traffic.
Yeah, the descent is looking very beautiful, James. Slowly are seeing everything on the ground. We were very high, we were at 38,000 feet. How many systems do we have SD this time invaded?
Manchester traffic going at 441 and running runway 23 right, Manchester traffic.
Yeah, well, you in Europe, so we use feet and hectopascal was the pressure, kilograms. In America, they use the meters, pounds, and inches. It's actually a little bit difficult for me when I fly in America because of the sudden changes. But it's not so bad. Actually, in Asia, it's more difficult because they are using meters. Like the ATC in Asia would tell me, in China would tell me descent to 3,000 meters.
Next to 8 Whiskey Romeo taking up runway 23 left. After will be Sona 1 Yankee, Manchester traffic.
She'll be doing a couple of nice turns here. Oh, that's very good, James. Lucky you. Victor. I've never done this approach in Manchester before. I think the 2 times I landed in Manchester, it was, I think, from the other side of the runway. Very interesting. I wonder how would it look in real life, like if you're standing down there in a good day without clouds and watching the aircraft doing this circle.
Manchester is Ryan and Alpha 1 is passing to stand 12 Alpha Manchester.
No, this is a correct way. It's because of the wind direction. The wind is coming from 260. That's why. So the other runway is actually closed in real life right now. So I'm in the correct one. Oh, don't scare me now, James. Let me check the weather again. Yes, sir. Wind is 270. Now we are having a little bit of a crosswind. Oh, God. 260 and we're landing in 23. It's correct. You want to land, always land facing the wind, into the wind. So the wind should not be behind you. Are you done with the turn? Right. Look how beautiful. Right, so 6,000 feet, let's get the landing lights on. Wing. Ding dong.
From the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. I don't normally point this out, but if you take a look outside, we're over a pretty interesting landmark.
Oh yeah, I understand you. Sorry, I misunderstood. We're a little bit lower than we're supposed to, but she's correcting. Very good. Oh God, I'm gonna land with the side stick and the bad rudders. Oh God. God help us all. Any of the gods, I mean Anubis, Ra, any of them. No, not Anubis. I don't want Anubis to be helping us. That's why I said, James, I corrected. I said, not Anubis. We don't want to see Anubis, because if I see Anubis, it means that, as you say, there is no saving. Then he would tell me, "Hello, Captain Willie. Tell me what you have done on the other side." Oh shit. Actually, he's not evil. He just looks scary. I think the name was perfect for the Conda, the anti-Thargoid Conda, which I will be using soon with SD. Okay. Are you in approach or not? She's not. Activate the approach to 30. Okay, let's go. Manchester traffic, Lufthansa 946, turning final to runway 23, right, Manchester traffic. Are you serious, James? So it was... I found this name myself. I'm not copying anyone. I have a feeling that we're supposed to be a little bit lower. But, okay, it looks like the aircraft is happy. Who am I to disagree? Oh! 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 What now? That's wrong. What the hell is she doing? Oh god, what a stupid plan. I knew this approach, something wrong with it. I'm getting 4 FPS for some reason. I didn't touch anything. Oh! Taking over. Did you see what happened?
Traffic Blue Max 8491, he's on a 50-mile final for runway 23 right.
Traffic, Shanks 8, and we'll keep pushing back to time 26 Manchester.
Flying it manually? That was very strange. Suddenly I was getting like 4 FPS, major drop in FPS, and then suddenly you saw everything, guys. And now look at my speed. Okay, you take over and Okay. Something is absolutely wrong with this aircraft. Taking over again. Something is... I think I'll have to fly it manually. Something really strange happening with the autopilot. Never had such a problem before. Okay, gonna rethink here. Okay, still on VATSIM, so I don't want to be causing troubles. Do not accelerate. Strangest I've seen.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, this is your captain speaking. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the unfortunate duty to inform you that due to the go-around, we're going to be slightly behind schedule.
Alright,
We do apologize for this slight
on my seat,
I'm still flying manually. I noticed that something was not right. Now I see what the aircraft wanted to do. It wanted to go to the VOR in the airport, then back again up there. Oh, why? Now, question is, will the autopilot will work now? Well, now it's working for some reason. Still high? No, I want you to open this in, please. Thank you very much. 3000 will do. We just keep her on this heading for a bit. Then I will do the turn myself to the runway. I think that should work. We'll see what will happen now. If it was a Boeing, I would have done it manually all the way, but I'm not very comfortable. Not very comfortable with throttle quadrant in an Airbus. I don't know how to do it manually. Okay, good. Gonna turn. Manchester traffic, Lufthansa 946, turning final to runway 23 right. Again. We're looking for 232 heading. There we go, localizer is captured. Whoa. That was scary as hell. Yeah. From headwind now, it's all the way crosswind. Glide slow. Good. Gears come down. Manchester traffic, Lufthansa 946, we are clear to land runway 23 right, Manchester traffic. Full flaps. The wind is so annoying. Look, we're facing basically we're facing all the way to this direction and we're flying into this direction, which makes it extremely difficult. I don't know how I will handle it with a side stick, but I have no other options. I'm not gonna fly with the yoke. You're coming. Thank you. Taking over.
Minimum.
Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight
50,
slow.
40, 30, 20. Retard. Retard.
What a touchdown.
Shut
My
up.
body was shaking.
Whoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Manchester. The local time is 11:30 a.m. and it's currently about 10 degrees Celsius.
Whoa.
You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have been shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying with us.
Manchester United to 3 right vacated. That was so difficult, James. Oh my god. The wind was throwing me everywhere. About another flight. Actually, I'm shaking at the moment, Ben, because of what happens.
Manchester traffic, was that 3542, taxing on move to 380, Juliet Echo, Foxtrot to Juliet.
Actually, I have another flight from Frankfurt to Helsinki, but that one, it's 2 hours. I see the guy, he's over there. Oh, please don't tell me you're coming here. Oh shit, I need to say where I'm going. Probably I should. Hold it, dude. It's Bravo. Manchester traffic, Lufthansa 946. We're taxiing to terminals via Bravo. Okay. I thought he was really coming this way. First, I need to see how hard this landing was. I would say about 300-ish. What would you say, guys? Oh, come on, this camera. Look at my camera. I'm not touching it. That's ridiculous. Come on. That was some scary approach. 300 feet per minute. I would say 350-ish. It's like how hard the wheel touched the ground. Like the descent rate.
Max 3 traffic runner 88 Mike Papa, final expression with 23.
I was just saying the weather was nice in Manchester and we didn't have any crosswind, and suddenly the wind changed from we were supposed to have the wind like this, directly, almost direct on the nose, but in the last 5 minutes it has changed like this. Oh yeah, like this, from this direction. Anyways, parking gate, anything. Gate 23, request, no. Now, where is gate 23? I need to find 23. 23, 23. Oh, it's over there, just to the left. Okay. We're going into Lima, then I'll see 23. was supposed to be sunny. Many followers? Just my friends. I don't have like many followers. People have thousands of followers, YouTubers. And these are my friends. I got to know them from Flight Simulation and Elite Dangerous. That's why you can see that we're talking about Elite Dangerous as well. It was supposed to be sunny, but look now at the weather. I am running live weather. There, it's live. There. Guys, do we have anybody near Manchester in real life? I want to know if this is how it looks in Manchester now. SDR in London, yeah, I think you told me before, but any of the other guys, do we have anyone in Manchester area? Strange. Okay. How is the weather in London now, SD? Okay, that's 23. I see it. Whoa. Oh, come on. The rudders are the most annoying thing in the Fenix. I can't even see the guy. You did tell me go left, didn't you? Let me turn off, I don't want to blind him. Thank you, sir.
Manchester traffic, 1 Max 3543 lining up from way 23 right, Manchester.
What is it you want? You have the APU on? That wasn't very good parking. I just followed this guy. This idiot down there.
Manchester Runner 8 Mike Papa, runway back 8 to right, taxi to stand 40.
Okay.
Deboarding requested.
So, what did we do with this poor thing? Brakes hot. Yeah, we know that. Okay. Into 6.2. 59.
Traffic, 1 Max 3543 taking off from way 23 right, Manchester.
Waiting for the N2 to go under 5%. Now it's safe to turn off. Beacon lights.
Passengers deboarding starting.
I don't see any passengers. Oh, I just see the lady. Good day, Maxell. Hello, my friend. How are you doing? Let me see how terrible this landing was. It's this guy's fault. Now let's see how terrible this landing was. Okay. Oh, don't give me a bad day. 307 is not very bad. You see, it's not red, it's yellow. So yeah, I'm happy, really happy with this one, with an Airbus A321. I'm quite happy. Yesterday we had a very good landing. It was floating, of course. I wouldn't call it good landing, but it was soft landing.
Do you want to deboard probe?
Yeah. That's an accident in real life. I mean, in real life, this aircraft I think would go into inspection. It wouldn't fly again with this landing rate. Yeah. So 307, guys, it's not bad, really. Thinking about the circumstances and the glitch or whatever happened. What? No, no, no. That was a little bit loud. Ah, I know why. It's vPilot. What? You can't open it yourself? There we go. Yeah, James, I made it. I had to take manual control after what happened. I couldn't connect the autopilot again. The aircraft went to bananas. It was accelerating like crazy. Luckily, I didn't have the flaps extended, otherwise it would have been destroyed. Yeah, but we saved it. That's the important thing. And we turned around and landed it. A little bit firm landing because of the crosswind, of course. It was really strong wind. And I'm flying with a side stick, which is new to me. So 302, I'm very, very happy. So that will make my day good, because I'm not kidding, Microsoft Flight Simulator can affect my day. Like I usually do it on the weekends, right? On Saturdays. And if I do a terrible landing, then my weekend becomes bad. That's nice, Maxo. So, Ben, did you want another flight? I think Ben have enjoyed it, guys. Oh, thank you, James. Yeah, I'm still free this week. So. But really, this it just annoys the hell out of me sometimes when I do everything I could, and then that's the thing with flight simulation, right? You are taking a trip 2-3 hours, you are doing everything perfectly, and then the last 5 seconds decides. Let's take a picture. But I think Ben enjoyed this this flight. That's why he asked for another one. Let's take a look what we have. Hold on a sec. I need some coffee now, really. So let me get inside the cockpit. Okay, so this is a tour I'm doing. I haven't started September yet because it's in America and South America, and that's a problem. Okay, because of the time. It means it's in. Okay, so we're taking it from Frankfurt, okay, Iceland. Then we'll do a long haul from Iceland all the way to Montreal. Then into America, a couple of American trips, and then we'll take it down to South America. Okay, the problem is, this one is not a problem, but then you will start to have the time difference, because when we have day time here, so of course it's dark over there, and it's the opposite. So if I want to do these trips in the daylight, so it's gonna have to be evening for us here in Europe. And that's one of the reasons why I don't do many flights in America. I can of course adjust the time as I want, but it wouldn't be real weather, and I don't like that. So if I do it now, like if I do it normally when I stream, it's gonna be dark. It's the same thing with Asia and Australia. So I'm not sure. I started flight simulations just 2-3 years ago only. In this one, we still have one trip in Europe. The only trip left in Europe is from Frankfurt to Helsinki in Finland. That one. It's gonna be with Lufthansa, the same aircraft, A321. Or 20, actually. After I'm done with this one, so I will have the Asian trips and the American trips. Also, I have look at the World Tour 24. I need to finish this one. So I've been all over the world. I mean, from Los Angeles down to Auckland, New Zealand, all the way up to Japan, and then back to Europe, right? I did everything except... Oh. Frankfurt. Oh, I need to do this one soon. I still have something from Netherlands. That's from Amsterdam to Frankfurt. Why haven't I done this one? And the rest will be in South America and America. Strange. Why haven't I done with this one? Maxil, I'm coming to you. We have a trip from Amsterdam to Frankfurt. Yeah, there. It's a short flight actually. With Lufthansa. Yeah. Okay, and it looks like we can do it with any of the sisters, the 19, 20 or 21. Thargoids in this Airbus. If you count this lady as a Thargoid, where is she? Where is my lady? She was standing there. Good morning, DA. Yeah, she was standing over there. So, yeah, we have an option, guys. So, we can go to Maxel in Netherlands. Or switch to Elite Dangerous. What do you think? That one is 1 hour flight, less than 1 hour, 50 minutes actually, from Amsterdam to Frankfurt. I will let you choose. Take this trip or switch to Elite. You know this feeling when you do a lot of manual flyings like now, so I feel like my hand's still warm. That's why I want to do another one, or I could do another one. I don't know. Oh, A319, it's a little sister. Yeah, I know a lot of Fargoids, but they're going to stay there. Should we take this one? Oh, wait a second. It's, what did I say? It's from Hamburg. It's not Amsterdam. Am I blind? Why did I say Amsterdam? It's from Hamburg down to Frankfurt. Okay. Now I understand. Now I understand. I thought it was a little bit weird. Also, we still have this Frankfurt to Iceland. No, it's a Messmaxel. That's not true. No, nobody can ban you for anything. But the thing is, if you're flying on VATSIM on the network, you cannot imitate one of the accidents. Like you can't, like Egypt Air, for example, the one which vanished over the Atlantic. You can't have the same Callsign and do the same scenario on the network. Then you will be kicked out. But in Microsoft itself, you can really do whatever you want, but I wouldn't do it. I've been asked before to just to crash the aircraft for fun, and I refused, of course. I never do that. And I don't think Airbus would be happy, or Boeing, or Lufthansa would be happy to see their aircraft crashing just for fun, right? Because now look how realistic the model is. Yeah, because some idiots, D8, just having fun, I don't know what's wrong with them. They just get an aircraft, and not talking about New York, I'm talking about in general. They take an aircraft like that and just fly it into the ground, into the sea. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I refuse, and I become very upset when someone asks me some of the stupid question. Can you crash it? No. No. You saw what happened when the autopilot gone bananas. I tried my best to save the aircraft, exactly like if it's in real life. Seriously. So yes, definitely. It could be also some kids D8 just think it's funny, but for me, I don't think it's funny, especially when it looks so realistic. And it's a real thing, a real Airbus, and it's a real Lufthansa logo in it. And we have the, we have the pleasure. We have the pleasure that Microsoft have the license to use those kind of aircrafts and liveries. Right? So we should be very happy and really respect the aircrafts and the airlines. That's what I think. That's what I think. So I do respect this aircraft like it's real life. So yeah. On some beaches, yes, of course, you can take a little aircraft and you do some. It's big different, Maxwell. Like I did the Hudson River once. It's acceptable, right? Because what's his name, Captain Solly, did a miracle, right? He and the other guy in Brazil. So it's acceptable to try to do it like him, to see how good you are if you have emergency situation and you have to ditch the aircraft into the river. You see? So I've done it myself. Of course, I couldn't do it like him, to be honest. It didn't go very well. So it's for the training part, and it happened in real life, and it's a good story. So that one is acceptable. Yes, we do, actually. As a matter of fact, we do have. Hold on a second, let me end this flight. Our people are 84% satisfied. What's wrong with those people? I did well. So, like what happened where? In the Hudson River. Don't you remember? When an Airbus lost its engine on approach. I don't remember takeoff or no, it was takeoff, and it had bird strike, so they lost both engines. So Captain Solly had to put it in the Hudson River. It was amazing. Everybody was okay. Some of the aircrafts we can do on the water. Actually, we have. Of course, I have the Cessna. Look at this one, which carrying the space shuttle. Yeah, not this one. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this is the one. This one floats on the water, actually. And this is a beautiful F-35. I've flown this one a couple of times. It was fun. Yeah, this is the one. This one can go in the water. Guys, did you know that this one's the original Queen of the Skies? The Lockheed Super Constellation? That one here. Beautiful aircraft. So this one in the water. That's my favorite aircraft. Yeah, this one in the water. Why do I have to? Water, water. I have too many aircrafts I've never tried. I bought this aircraft here. That one. Never tried it. You know what? I want to see how it works. Where can we test it? I know where we can test it on the water. I don't understand. How can I make it? Yes, of course. I saw that, Maxwell. How can I make an aircraft respawn in the water? Okay. I don't know how this will work. Just out of fun, guys. I want to see how this aircraft will be respawning. Okay, because it's a water thing. It's your fault, D8 again. You started to You started talking about water landing. We are in the Maldives. The hell? Excuse me. Look at this thing. Wow. But someone need to transport it to the water. Okay. What? The hell is that? Okay. I have no idea. So we need to take this aircraft to the water over there. Or over there. So we're sitting up there and the passengers are down there. Good. I wonder if I really don't know how to move the aircraft. There is no way in hell I will be able to start this thing. No way. Why does it have 4 rudders? Hold on a second. Okay, these are the rudders. Yes, I have the Concorde Maxwell. But I have it in X-Plane, of course, because it's so beautiful in X-Plane. It is actually parked here in the Maldives somewhere. Okay. Power. Okay, so power is up here. Okay. Control E. Oh shit. Stop, stop, stop. Hold on a second. It's 4 engines, right? No, when I say it's 6 engines, so we should put it on the Antonov profile. I have the Antonov as well. Antonov. Because 6 engines. Yeah, but how can we move it? Anybody remember? Oh. I'm gonna find out. I'm going to find out right now. Okay, it's Y. Okay, okay. Okay, now we are in the water. Where did it stop? Oh, look at the fire stuff. Wow. Imagine sitting down there. I love it. Okay. Do you have flaps? Whoa! It doesn't really move anywhere. Oh! Ho, ho, ho. Why the radars are not? Oh. Okay, welcome to the Maldives, ladies and gentlemen. Where's the speed? Oh, to the right. Got it. How cool is that? Let's turn around this little island in here. We can land on the other side of the runway. Let's see how this will go. It's your fault, D8, again. You lost. Okay, I lost visual of the airport. Oh, there it is. A little bit disorienting to be above the water and land in the water. Pictures? It is heavy. I really can't judge how high I am and... Okay. Now we're going like... descending. Whoa, whoa, ho, ho.
That was tricky. Good landing overall.
Yes, I know. It's a good landing. How do we brake? Oh my god, that is so much fun. I'm not kidding. I really liked it, but I don't know how to stop. I mean, do we have parking brake or something? No, there is no parking brake. Okay. It must be a way to stop. The what? Okay, Airbus was not so difficult after all. Oh, yeah. Okay, okay. Okay, good stuff. Whoa! Okay, can you take us to the airport, please? What are you saying, guys? Stick your foot out of the window in the water. I'm not kidding. It was really fun to fly, and it looked beautiful. You know, the splashing of the water after I landed. Okay, take me to the airport. Okay, so it goes left and right. Now he's taking us to the left. Nice. Look. Faster. I'm just enjoying it. You have no idea. It has a very strange feeling. I don't know how to swim. I'm a bad swimmer. Well, that was really fun. I need to take more looks inside this aircraft. It really looks good. I will get it. I will get it. Just need to try it more and more. Right. We're good. Anything else you want to try, guys? Anything you want. Come on, I want to take a good picture, for God's sake. That will be good. Every key on a keyboard for a plane. I don't know how you do it, but I don't fly aircrafts with keyboard. I fly with, you know, the yoke and throttle and everything around. Right. Oh, we can look out the window. Okay, you do. It must be a little bit difficult, Maxwell. Well, that will be it for Microsoft Flight Simulator. We did a good flight to Manchester, and now we just played around with this beautiful thing here. So yeah, thank you for joining, guys. See you in Elite Dangerous shortly after this one. I will be joining you SD with Thargoid. I need to take a look at it to see where they are. See you guys. Bye bye.